The country just received yet another terrible inflation report. Yet again, overall inflation came in higher than expected, 8.3%. Inflation continues to stick right around its worst level in 40 years. The measure the Bureau of Labor Statistics calls core inflation increased in April by twice as much as it increased in March. Food costs are way up. Housing costs are way up once again. President Biden has presided over one of the most expensive years for working families in modern American history. The national average gas price is the highest it has ever been in the history of our country. Americans are paying an average of $4.33 per gallon for regular. Diesel has also hit a record high. It's now $5.62 per gallon. A huge blow to Americans with trucks, with tractors, to small businesses and family farms. And of course, it forces up the price of practically everything that travels on a truck to reach the scene of a store or a supermarket. Inflation on top of inflation. In my home state, Kentuckians are paying 34% more for propane, 112% more for home heating oil than they were paying when Democrats took control of the government. So let me say that again. The price of home heating oil has more than doubled since President Biden took office. A crushing blow to rural America, especially in states like Pennsylvania, Vermont, and New Hampshire. So Democratic policies have fueled this runaway inflation. Their mistakes are why inflation has hit America much harder than other developed countries. Expert calculations say Democrats' $2 trillion spending spree last March is directly responsible for as much as 3 percentage points of our current inflation. Even the prominent Democratic economist Jason Furman puts the number at 2.5%. If just one Senate Democrat had the courage to vote with Republicans in March of 2021, inflation today would be closer to 5% instead of almost 8.5%. Steve Ratner was a top economic advisor to President Obama. He says the Democrats' $2 trillion disaster will, quote, go down in history as an extraordinary policy mistake that put us way behind the curve on inflation. That's Steve Ratner, top economic advisor to President Obama. Everyone knows where this inflation came from, but President Biden just can't seem to admit it. He just makes excuses that no one is buying. Listen to the Democrat political advisor, David Axelrod. He said, quote, Biden was saying, you know, everything is Putin's price hikes. Inflation is Putin's fault. People simply don't believe that, according to David Axelrod. They know that we had inflation before this. They know that gas prices were high before this. You can't blame everything in the economy on Putin, end quote. David Axelrod. So it is this president and his all-Democratic government who have drained American families' pocketbooks. And every poll shows our citizens understand that sad reality all too well.